Hello, my friends. Today I am back to do my movie and book wrap up for April. As usual, I'm going to share everything that I watched and read in the month of April. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Starting with movies, the first movie I watched was 825 Forest Road. This is a Shudder original. It's sort of told in three different parts, and it's about a haunted town slash haunted house. This movie is really scary. Like, if you want a scary movie, I recommend watching this with the lights out. I think you'll have trouble sleeping. It's made by the same person who made Hull House LLC, which I love, but unfortunately, this one fell flat for me because whilst it was very scary, it was poorly acted. It was so cringy and bad. Next up for our movie pick that I have with my mum and my sister, we watched Problemista. That was my sister's pick for the month. And I think this movie came out last year. It's a film about a guy trying to get his residency in America, and it talks about the struggles of getting citizenship and the things that people have to go through just to feel at home in America. It says a lot about the time that we're currently living in. It was very odd. It's sort of a weird A24 movie, and I expected it to be weird, but I think it was a little too weird to the point where I struggled to connect with it, but I did enjoy it and I did laugh in some parts. Then I saw Death of a Unicorn at the cinemas, and unfortunately, I didn't really enjoy this movie. I think that the gore was really good and the kills, but it took too long to get there. This is about a father and a daughter who are going on a business retreat and they hit a unicorn along the way and decide to harness its properties for their benefit and make money off of it. It isn't long though before the unicorns start fighting back. It was a bit of a missed opportunity. I also really didn't like the humor in this movie. I felt like it was really off. Nobody was laughing in the cinema. It was just a little bit too dry for me, and I didn't buy into it. I just didn't buy any of the characters, any of the relationships. So it was a bit of a miss. Then I watched Creep, which is an earlier 2000s movie. I really enjoyed this one. It's about a woman that falls asleep at a subway station, and when she wakes up, everything is locked up. And she is trapped in there with a crazy serial killer, and she kind of has to survive the night until they can open up the subway station again and she can escape. It's pretty disturbing and it's pretty full on. They do not hold back on the gore and the blood and the violence, but I quite enjoyed this one. I highly recommend checking it out. It's on Shudder. Then I went to see Sinners at the cinema, and oh my god, this is one of my favorite horror movies of the year. Everybody's talking about it. It has such rave reviews. It is being called the best movie of the year already. I can definitely see why. This is about two brothers that return to their hometown and want to start a business, and it all takes place within the span of one day. So they're opening up their business, they're having an opening night, they're getting all their friends to help them, and then everything culminates at this one event. And just the way that it is told, it is sexy, it is gritty, it's soulful. There is this amazing scene about black music throughout history. So good. And if you go see it, make sure you stick around for a mid credit scene that's really important to the story. Then I saw Drop at the cinema, which I really enjoyed. This is more of a thriller than a horror. It's about a woman that goes on a date at a beautiful restaurant, and she starts receiving these texts or dropped images that are threatening her and telling her to kill her date, otherwise they will kill her child. And it's sort of a mystery who done it. She's looking around the restaurant trying to figure out who's behind it all. It's very exciting. I actually didn't see the reveal coming. I truly enjoyed this one. I think this is great for just like a fun night with your friends to watch or a date night movie. It doesn't have to get too deep. It's just fun. Then I saw Until Dawn at the cinema. This is based on the video game of the same name. Unfortunately, I did not love this one. I gave it a 3.5. It's just jump scare after jump scare after jump scare. And normally I don't mind a jump scare, but when it's done like excessively, that's when I just don't care anymore. And I just wish that they had kind of paced it out a bit more and showed fear in a different way instead of, oh, something's jumped out at you. Oh, something else has jumped out at you. It's about a group of friends that get stuck in this warped reality where they have to survive the entire night. And if they don't and they get killed off, they have to start again. But you can only be killed off so many times before you transform into something otherworldly. Cool premise, good violence, gore kills, just a little bit too many jump scares for me. Okay, now into TV shows. I finished season 3 of The White Lotus, and this is my favorite season by far. I absolutely love this season. I think it helped that I was watching this season in real time, and I would take to Twitter afterwards, and everybody would be tweeting, and we'd all be like, oh my God, did you see that? It was so fun. The White Lotus really shows the worst people in humanity. It's meant to exaggerate really bad people, and this season definitely did that. They went down a path that nobody was expecting. There is incest in this season, and it's wild. But, it is all in good fun. Like, I didn't take it too seriously. This one is set in Thailand, and I just love the beautiful scenery and the music, and I just love the stories. They were really great. Really good ending as well. So, this is my favorite one so far. Then I finished RuPaul's Drag Race season 17. Yay, congrats to Anya Nerve. I've been making so many videos about season 17, as you would all know, being on this channel. I really enjoyed this season. I think it was really solid, and I'm so happy with the winner. This was my winner pick from pretty much episode 3. Then I finished Lost season 3, which is a rewatch for me because this is my favorite TV show of all time. Season 3 is my favorite season, hands down. I mean, it's Ben, it's the others, it's where things really start to cook. So good. And then I finished season 4, which is also really solid. I then watched Hello, 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 hosted by Kyron Thrax, the winner of UK season 6. Basically, Kyron just sits down with each contestant from season 17 and interviews them, and this was really, really fun. It sort of took over from Hey Queen, which is hosted by Johnny McGovern, and I liked this one. It was fun. And I also watched Untucked, which I have to include because it is a separate show to Drag Race. And if you're not watching Untucked, you're only getting half the story. And I finished You season 5. Oh my God, what an ending. We did it, Joe. Literally, Joe Goldberg. I like this season. I don't like it as much as season 3. I think season 3 is the best. But you know what? Joe got his just desserts in the end. That's all I'm going to say. It was good. It was a solid season. Not as good as the others, but you know what? I'm so glad that they took the time to wrap it up and sort of circle back to the first season. There is a lot of that in this season. So I appreciate that they went back there. And I only finished one book this month, Swept Away by Beth O'Leary, and unfortunately, this is my least favorite Beth O'Leary book. I'm actually writing a blog post at the moment about why this is the worst book she's ever written. This book is so problematic. It's about two people that have a one night stand and then they wake up and realize that their houseboat that they had sex on has swept out to sea. They have to survive, but they're also stuck with each other as complete strangers. It has a reverse age gap that gave me the ick. There's just a lot of problems with this story. I have a lot of issues with it. If you're curious to know why, stick around for my blog post coming out this Monday. So, this is everything I watched in the month of April and read. Let me know what you watched. Let me know what you read. I'll be back at the end of May to talk about Final Destination, Clown in a Cornfield, Bring Her Back, etc. I'm so excited. Fear Street Prom Queen, very excited for that one. So, guys, stay tuned. More videos coming soon.